Shankar and his three-member family live in the town. Manufacturing the KB pump was the ultimate saving grace for Shankar in his life. The red color paint was the silver lining. A warm home, built strong that would keep the family together and safe, was the signature of success for Shankar. The machine sounds are music to my ears, he says. But the workshop was not always like this. The silence felt earlier most of the times, with various efforts, was difficult to bear, he admits. Those days were tough to negotiate. There was little income to provide for the family. His son assisted him in the workshop too, had little to look forward to. The local financier looked at Shankar with less confidence, he says. The loans for his machines never seemed to work out. The terms never met due to the poor business output. How could one keep lending for a loss was the question that was foremost in his mind, he admits. The poor circumstances of life and a closing business was the fact of his life, says Shankar. Looking for business and fulfilling small requirements was the daily routine. But all this would never amount to any profit or sustenance, Shankar says. The raw material supplier had hardly any business from Shankar's unit. It was always slow on work and had little business to offer him. The payments due too were equally slow in coming, he admits. Shankar was constantly worried with the way things were working out. There was very little he could do too. His elder brother, working in a large town, found out that there was an opportunity with IDEI to manufacture pumps. This information was immediately passed on. Shankar says that this information was the much-needed gift. The IDEI senior staff member visited him and educated him about KB pumps. This was a great leeway, and the confidence soared. The IDEI staff member says that the requirements were going to be met by Shankar, and with help and support, he could clearly see that Shankar will be able to manufacture and deliver the required quality of KB pumps. The in-time loan prospect made the appropriate manufacturing unit possible. The banker was happy to lend. Shankar says that he could now clearly see the better side of life. His foremost effort was to meet the targets of delivering KB pumps without fail. He says that he hired a larger set of technicians and skilled labor to support his endeavor. The board declared the new status of Shankar, he admits. The reputation for quality was good, and his son was keen to follow the footsteps. The raw materials requirements now was huge, and there too, consistent checking helped to meet the KB pump's finesse. Loan was returned in time, admits Shankar. This made the bankers very happy. The constant processes of an established businessman never ends, he admits. There were many things to do. The raw material supplier says that Shankar was one of his best customers now. He was happy to have him on his list. The joyous days meant the ability to build a secure fort for all. His son's wedding was a happy moment, and the motorbike the gift. Shankar says that his journey has been from metal to metal, but the distance covered with KB pump he feels has been unfathomable.